All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast episode. We're going to talk about the Star Wars celebration that happened last week, or not last, yeah, last week. Yes, because I went to the beach last week and then came back, and that was when Star Wars celebration happened. Was last week. I'm losing track of my weeks. Um, when Star Wars celebration happened last week, I was at the beach over the weekend, so we couldn't cover it then. We're covering it now. And then over the course of this week, I think the Marvel's trailer dropped, and that has been a glorious, glorious salt mine for just about everybody. Everybody is super eager to see this.
Well, actually, the Star Wars celebration started on the 7th and ended on the 10th.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Okay. All right, 2 weeks. Yeah. Anyway, we'll start with the only good thing to happen at Star Wars Celebration.
There was something good.
There was something good.
Stig, you're talking about the story, gameplay, characters, but you haven't mentioned a poncho.
And that. So this is the guy that plays Cal Kestis in Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. He wants to know if there's going to be a poncho in Jedi Survivor. That's it. That was the only good thing to come out of this. It's just a mildly amusing clip. But if you were concerned about the future of Star Wars under Kathleen Kennedy's dictatorship of Lucasfilm and, the woke Hollywood agenda, you don't need to. Because luckily for us, the actors themselves of the new shows are here to present themselves. I have one more clip before this. Okay, so I just wanted to stop on this screen. It is this screen. Okay, so we're going to talk about this guy and this guy and this guy, I think, right here. No, this guy back here. All of them are just looking straight the fuck up.
I guess there's a screen.
There is a screen, but you could be watching them on the stage. You could also, they're all at angles by which they could see, especially this guy. This motherfucker's right next to the stage. He can hear and see them.
Well, you can see the backs of their heads, not their faces.
Fair enough. But my only thought upon watching this to try and find the clips I wanted was like, oh, there must be something going on the screens above them that is more entertaining than listening to these people not speak.
Oh, I was thinking the screens are probably what we're seeing right now.
Nope. This is a camera view of the stage. I'll put this full screen. I don't know why, but I've got the gray bars on my end. But you can't see them on the stream, so that's fine. So we have this gem from this guy, and these are all three of these people are from The Acolyte, which is the new Star Wars series that's going to premiere on Disney Plus towards the end of the year, I think. That might be something we have to hate watch. But let's hear what this man has to say.
Cool things, cool places, cool people.
There's some cool looks. I
Yeah.
can say that this one has some cool horns.
Hold on.
best parts about Star Wars is there is no good or evil.
Okay.
A battle for power.
Mm.
I mean, the
Wait,
best parts
rewind
about
that.
Star Wars.
Rewind that. You said like there's no good or evil.
Yeah, we're getting to that. Hold on.
A battle for power.
Mm.
I mean, the best parts about Star Wars is there is no good or evil. It depends on what side you're standing on. Truly.
No,
I mean, you
no.
can look at any angle
Let
and
him finish.
see yourself relayed through all the characters, Darth to Luke. You know.
Yes, I absolutely relate to Darth Vader. And
That is
his
a complete
blowing up of
sorry, you go first.
I relate to Darth Vader and his desire to destroy an entire planet.
Okay, that's just a complete misunderstanding of what Star Wars is. Like,
It's true.
the
Keep
Sith
going.
are objectively evil. They crave power. I mean, I've said this thing 1,000,000,001 times in our Lily Orchard series. Like, Sith are evil. It's pretty that's
Cut and dry.
cut and dry. Yeah.
It is very cut and dry. In fact, it's so cut and dry that the free. What's up, Jay Hees, by the way? It's so cut and dry that there's not an entire series just depicting the Sith doing terrible, terrible things. There's multiple series. There's not just one. There's the whole, the Emperor just wiped out, the Emperor Vitiate of the Old Republic wiped out a planet just so he could live forever.
Like, it's just this weird thing with Hollywood. Like, I guess the people who fetishize representation because they think that characters need to be some kind of insert for the audience rather than just being a character.
But
I
the
mean,
way he's phrased this is, it implies that there isn't objective criteria for what is good and what is evil
okay. I mean,
within the realm of Star Wars.
I mean,
at very least.
if you want a franchise where there are good and bad people on both sides, then watch Gundam. Yeah, it's not Star Wars.
Or The Wire. Like, there are places you can go to show, like, and the Clone Wars does this, where it's like, yeah, the regular citizens of the Separatists and the leaders of the Separatists genuinely had grievances against the Republic. It was due to Dooku's manipulation and his inherent, being a member of the dark side that caused that. That basically caused the Republic to view them as villains.
I mean,
Also, the public execution of a senator and 2 Jedi on a planet. Yeah, that seems like a cause for war more than anything else.
I mean, it doesn't help. You also had like the Trade Federation, the Banking Clan, and the Techno Union on their side too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these are horrifyingly corrupt business people. Like, one of the weird blue alien in the Separatist Council, when Dooku is proposing this, she became wealthy enough to buy her planet from the corporation that owned it. So she was basically the ruler of her planet, and instead of freeing her people who were enslaved to this corporation, she doubled their workload. I don't know about you, but that sounds like evil. That's why Jeff Bezos is not cool. But this is who's helming this series, the Acolyte. This is one of the actors, and I'm like, bro, did you not talk? Did you just not read any Star Wars media? Have you not watched the movies? There's very clearly evil. Like, Palpatine is very clearly evil. Dooku is very clearly evil. Well, there is gray in the Star Wars universe in terms of morality. There's not like pure black and white. There is good, and what is good is good is good, and what is evil is evil is evil. No, there's some scales here, but not to the point where where the concepts of good and evil no longer have meaning. And this is what, and I bet because this is taking place, the Acolyte is supposed to take place like 100 years removed from the High Republic series, like the comics and the books. And I'm like, okay. So you're 100 years after Trash, and somehow think that you're going to redeem that.
So wait, where does this take place?
This takes place before the first movie.
Okay, so it's a High Republic era.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
Remember, the High Republic introduced the Rock.
Yes, I
as an
know. When they first announced the High Republic, I was cautiously optimistic, but then once they announced the fucking Rock, I just dropped the whole thing. I gave up all hope. I just gave up all hope, man. It is the pinnacle of cringy millennial humor. It's a
Yeah, it's like
rock. LOL, how random. Like, it's not an
one
alien
of the
made out of
species is
rock. It's a literal rock, but it moves on its own sometimes.
also it has the Force. And from the clips of the comics I've seen, like, bruh, these people will definitely be the bad guys. Like, not intentionally so either. They will be the bad guys. They'll be the villains, and they won't know it. Because the writing will inherently just project them to be the positive figures. Like, there is no good or evil in Star Wars. There's just the Force, and I'm just like, oh. And then his first statement when asked like, what is the show about? And he's like, yeah, it's about power. And I'm like, so it's about power, a power struggle for what? For more power? For representation? For the Republic? For what is this power you speak of? And the fact that he said it's a series about power instead of about, finding a family, finding your place in within a huge galaxy, something that would indicate that has, virtuous thought behind it. Like, this is a hero's journey or a young Jedi's journey to learn like where his place needs to be within the Jedi Order, or coming of age in facing down his own flaws. Because no, this is about power, which means we're gonna have like a bunch of virtue signaling SJW nonsense coming out of this thing, and that's it. And then the other two's answers weren't even at all satisfactory. He's like, it's about this dude on the end here. He's like, it's about action. I'm like, okay, great. But if I just wanted to watch lightsaber duels, I can Google lightsaber duels on YouTube. Have fan made one. I'll have fan made ones. I'll have the clips of the actual footage from the movies. He's like, all that I have available. I can look up Star Wars action scenes whenever the hell I want. What is to entice me in terms of just it's about action? But yeah, nobody's super happy about this. Kathleen Kennedy came out to crickets, and it was glorious. Like, Kathleen Kennedy walked out, there were a few cheers for her, but it was mostly quiet. And then the guy who plays Cassian Andor comes out, and he gets a standing ovation. It's like, hey Kathleen, hey Kathleen, no one likes you. How's that feel? How's it feel to be the woman in Star Wars? a franchise that should be that should brand its name on things and immediately draw success, to be known as the woman who killed it and ruined it for everybody.
Well, ruined it for anybody who's not a Tumblroid.
I mean, yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's pretty much what's left with the audience. It's Tumblroids and just consumers with brand loyalty.
Oh, dude. So I was trying to find these clips like independently in like shorter forms. Remember, this is the actual like first day footage, so it's 4 fucking hours long. But there is so much merch pushing. Being like, bro, what's up, Legacy? There's an entire cringe compilation video of basically the first like 30 seconds to a minute is clips from interviews, and then it's just merch push all the way through. Like, here's this Baby Yoda thing, Baby Grogu. Like, it was like a bunch of Grogu stuff, and then nothing new. Oh yeah, there's also the clips. I didn't include that one because there wasn't really anything to talk about besides like Disney clearly didn't put like any money towards this shit. The fuck, what was it? Oh, one of the hosts has a moment where she's finished up an interview, or they finished up an interview, and the interviewer and like 5 other people walk behind her, and she's just standing there silently, smiling at the camera, like waiting for her cue. Ooh, and then she talks for like 2 lines. She pauses, and it's like the cue card or whatever teleprompter she was reading had glitched out, so she didn't know what to say. All right, and then we got one more. Let's skip this. Let me check my time card. Okay. Where are we? 59:39. We need
More cat.
all right.
Now, can we talk a little bit about the characters that you're playing in the Acolyte? What do you want?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll keep it Vegas. Jody, can you tell us about your character?
Okay. Well,
All right. I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you've seen this clip yet, Caesar.
Nah.
But at a guess, given she is, a Hollywood starlet, she works for Disney, and her pigmentation, what do you think is going to come out of her mouth?
Representation, diversity, reparations, Black Lives Matter.
This is in specific regard to the character she's playing in The Acolyte.
Is she going to be some kind of activist fighting for equality? Or is she a slave?
You're close, but not. You're pretty close. You're not that far off.
To the slave part?
No, with the activist
activist.
part. Yeah.
Is she Antifa?
She's a little too vague to specify anything, but you're close with the activist part. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth, shall
You're
we?
gonna be one of Saw Gerrera's. Oh wait, no, Saw Gerrera doesn't exist yet.
oh, let me try to talk about this without getting fired or murdered. So my character, she's a powerful leader. She's a powerful leader.
Woo!
Yay! I am a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, those never existed until Kathleen Kennedy took over.
Oh yeah, yes, legacy. This is like the Jennifer Lawrence and first female lead. Oops, wrong button.
Yes, yes. And
Yes, Queen, slay, slay. Because you're so powerful.
This
in
is
a
the
very
audience you guys
woman-centered
wanted.
world, which I
four people.
I was very
Hey, this is the audience you wanted, Kennedy. Just like 4 randos screeching in the background.
Mm-hmm. No, like the whole room is silent. The whole room. They're just silent. And I don't know if it's out of respect for like um for the interview and they've been like, yeah, we'll just let them talk. Or if they're just like, oh, all right, well, that dashed any hope I thought had of this series being good.
excited to kind of be in that because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was kind of cool to have like this sort of
Princess Leia,
woman-centered-
Queen Amidala. Never heard of him.
Nomi Sunrider, Yaddle, you know, the various Mara Jade, fucking Darth Xana.
Or if you want to be extremely obscure, you got Morag the Tolga Witch.
Belia Darzu. The Sith Empress that I don't know if it was Belia Darzu.
Fuck. And let's not forget about Dathomir, which is a matriarchal society.
Oh yeah. Fucking Dathomir with its
It's straight up oppresses the men. They're an oppressed class.
Exactly. They literally get picked and then Ventress is like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to pick one of y'all. You're going to mate with me and good luck." Also, have you seen the Mandalorian finale yet?
I have not watched the show.
You've not watched it at all?
No. I don't have Disney Plus and it
No.
doesn't none of it sounds good to me.
Well, the Mandalorian season finale sucked. It was awful. You know Gus Gus Fring from Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I think so.
He
Black
plays
dude.
a Moff, and at the end of the series or at the end of this season, and he has like the full fucking Mandalorian armor on. And it's all black and red. He looks like a fucking edgelord teenager. But yeah, the women of Star Wars are strong and independent and without any social justice bullshit. Like, bruh, Nomi Sunrider literally fell in love with a Dark Lord's brother.
figure. Woman-centered figure.
Yes, because we haven't had female main characters in Star Wars at all. How about fucking Rey, who they're bringing back for some reason? Like fucking Rey. We're gonna bring back Rey Skywalker, the Palpatine that won. Basically, the fucking geniuses at Disney said, you know what? Let's make a Palpatine the victor in Star Wars. Oh, she's gonna be pregnant? Oh my.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've also heard the pictures are actually fake. So
I mean, who knows? But those were the main clips. Like fucking this is the future. I'm not interested in the Ahsoka series. I don't care who's helming it. Kathleen Kennedy won't let a strong, independent woman like Ahsoka be written in any way that has flaws. As anything in regards to potentially having anything good come out of Star Wars here in the next maybe 2 to 3 years. There's dashed. I was hoping Kathleen Kennedy would announce she's retiring at Star Wars Celebration. That would actually cause fucking celebration. Because having, someone like, I don't know, one of Lucas's children, or perhaps, a random Star Wars fan would probably do better than Kathleen Kennedy at this point. Like all Lucasfilm needs to do to resurrect Star Wars literally all Disney needs to do to resurrect Star Wars and make it profitable again is fire Kathleen Kennedy and put someone that actually knows about Star Wars in charge.
But
It's
not Dave Filoni. That guy's pretty much gone off his rockers.
He exists in Hollywood. I would be surprised if he had a rocker in the first place. But yeah, all of it, all Disney needs to do is just be like, all right, Kathleen, you're fired. You've run this company into the ground. You've made a easily profitable brand unprofitable for no reason other than your incompetence. So here's what we're gonna do. You're fired. We're gonna put this guy in charge. We're gonna put this guy in charge and announce it to the whole world. The moment that happens, Star Wars becomes profitable again. And all they have to do, they will wait. Actually, most people, the smart people, will wait and be like, all right, what's your plan? And all that person has to do is come out and say, Rey is no longer canon. All he has to do. He just has to say that the sequel trilogy is no longer canon, and everyone will be happy. We will understand that we won't get an OT trailer, an OT team up sequel trilogy. But we will be happy because Rey no longer needs to exist. We're going to bring back the EU. We're going to do like the Cade Skywalker story and have all that happen.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the Disney canon unfortunately does have fans. So I think the best way to do it going forward is to have a new Star Wars series that's set several centuries into the future, and either one of the two canons can fit into it.
Fair enough. But that was all we had for Star Wars Celebration. Honestly, the future of Star Wars is bleak. It will just be consume product, consume content. Here is this new Disney Plus show. Oh, watch it or you're sexist. And then we also got this lovely thing. So, have you seen the teaser for Secret War?
For Secret War, no.
Yeah.
I've seen this trailer though.
Okay. So basically I think the trailer for Secret War came out before this one, which search me as to why they dropped the teaser for that before and then immediately dropped this. But I'm guessing they want people we're going to get nothing but like 500 different trailers to try and drum up money for this movie. Because as we all know, Brie Larson was the worst inclusion in the Infinity War and Endgame nonsense. But This will actually be the first time I'm seeing this trailer all the way through.
Yes, I refuse to accept Captain Marvel as canon. I've never seen the movie, and I'm going to keep it that way. Like, I refuse to accept that Nick Fury lost his eye to a fucking cat.
I agree.
I fucking repressed that shit in my brain. Nah, Nick Fury probably got backstabbed by a fellow agent. He got caught in an explosion, and a shrapnel from the bomb cut his eye. There you go.
Captain Rambo? What the hell are you?
Oh, right. Okay. So Shield no longer exists. Thanks, Captain America. Good work. Shield no longer exists, but they were replaced by Sword, who was in charge of of trying to keep Scarlet Witch contained. And then this woman, Rambeau, her mom founded Saber, which is what we're doing now, which is what is existing now, not Sword, Saber. And she got cosmic powers by walking into the town and basically saying kudos to you, Scarlet Witch. You didn't do nothing wrong. Despite, there being scenes that clearly someone was self-aware in the writing room. Like, everyone was like, yeah, she's guiltless. There's nothing wrong. It was all Agatha's fault. And then you watch scenes where a mom comes up to her and is like begging her to let her daughter out of her room because she can't get out. For kids. We might not have enough content for like 2 hours, but that's fine with me. We'll probably have enough for an hour, though.
You doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter. Gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello? Hello?
Captain Rambo?
Ugh. Oh, look, it's Kamala Khan!
I'm quirky. Yay. Yeah.
Like, see, I don't know if Hydra still exists.
I mean, they still existed I know they existed in Ant-Man.
In Quantumania?
No, the original Ant-Man.
Oh.
The villain was trying to sell pin particles to them.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Then they still exist. Who knows? It's Kamala Khan from the series that nobody watched. Literally no one watched it. No one watched Captain Marvel. Or Miss Marvel, I think.
Fuck it. I forgot how to talk today. You ever read any of the comics with her, or just or heard of them? Like,
I've
Kamala herself is actually kind of a massive creep in the comics. She's a fanfic writer. She likes to insert herself into fights with the Avengers, and she likes to ship Peter Parker with Carol Danvers. Keep in mind, she exists in the Marvel universe, so these are real people.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, it's like, if you look at it, it's fine if you look at it from a meta perspective, but when you actually look at it in universe, she's actually a massive fucking creep. Yeah, it's like everything that's wrong with everything wrong with teenage nerdy girls.
Like, it's super creepy. My poor dragon. So one of the guys in my D&D group I'm in gave me like fucking really nice painted dragon, and Rhodey knocked it off my desk and broke its wing.
Oops.
Yeah, so it was just sad. But yeah, come on, no one watched this series. No one watched this show on Disney Plus. Why
Oh yeah, didn't they also establish that in this or in the MCU she's a mutant?
No, she is an Inhuman, I think.
Yeah, well, in the comics she is. I've heard that in the MCU she's a mutant though.
I have no idea.
Even though the trailer showed that she got her powers from a bracelet.
I have no idea. Like, that's the thing. Like, because I, along with everyone else, didn't watch this series, I don't know. Which I have to wonder, are they just gonna do her origin all over again? They probably have to. They have to do the two other people's origins because fucking no one knows who these people are. No one made it through through WandaVision to the end, or very few people did, so they won't know about Miss Franbo over here. And like, and no one watched Miss Marvel, well, because was just an awful trailer, an awful series too. Like, no one watched it, so her origin's completely unknown. Or are they just gonna pretend like, oh, you all know who these people are, or we're just gonna tally ho?
Hey! Hi! Is this an Avengers test?
Where's Captain Ram?
Yeah, that's a very
Whoa.
realistic reaction.
Yeah,
You're drifting through fucking space, but then you see a celebrity and you're like, "Oh, hey, celebrity." I'm gonna forget.
oh my gosh, it's Nick Fury.
I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna forget the danger I'm in.
And then, of course, strong females power. He's up on the moon. And of course, the assless wonder herself. Okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
So she just crashed through Kamala's door. We're establishing that now. And Kamala had a poster of her on her door. Like, no one really knew about Captain Marvel prior to the Avengers movies. And it's not established that she spent a lot of time on Earth in Endgame. Like, she didn't. I think it's random legacy. So, like, Kamala switched places with Rambo. Rambo switched places with Carol. And Carol switched places with Kamala. It sort of goes in a triangle. Like, each one moves to the other. So if Kamala is in location A and she uses her powers, she translocates to location B where Rambo was at. But Rambo doesn't take Kamala's place. Rambo gets shunted to wherever Carol is at. And where Carol is at at where Kamala was at Carol gets shunted. Yeah, I know. It's confusing and unnecessary. And why? There couldn't be a sort of. So we're going to have. So basically, what I can put together from the trailer so far is that the three Marvels are all connected through their cosmic powers, which doesn't make sense because none of them got their powers in the same way. Like, the Assless Wonder here was exposed to the radiation from an Infinity Stone. Ranbo walked through basically walked forward and received her powers, and then Carol and then Kamala, I think she gets her powers from the bracelet. So she's got magic. Like, I'm gonna guess they're gonna explain it like, oh, it's their name connection or whatever. Okay, so she's even a creep in.
Yep.
Like, she's even a creep in her own universe. It's weird. Why?
What the?
Yeah, it's like if Kamala were to walk in and see Carol there, Kamala would instantly just pull out a bottle of chloroform and a rag.
Exactly.
You're going to be mine forever now.
All right, I have to mute the audio for now because the Beastie Boys are known for their copyright system.
And they suck. Their music sucks.
Thank you. I have heard people. Look, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how anyone can listen to the Beastie Boys and be like, "Yeah, this is great music." I'm like, no, they're off key. They don't sound good. And they're just fast talking and not even to the rhythm of the music, which would make it rap. It's just them shouting at you.
Yes, exactly. Admittedly, I think Brass Monkey is okay at best.
But Brass Monkey is like only good for its rhythm. Like, if you listen to Brass Monkey without the audio, it's still a good song. With the audio just helps it.
Looking for Kamala Khan.
Wow. I hate her already. Like, I have not watched her series, and already I'm sitting here like, I hate you. I want you not to speak anymore.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy, and
I could totally show you.
No!
Not again.
Hi,
Where's our doctor?
wherever you were.
Something scary happened. Oh my god! I'm trying to be a hero.
Haha, kitty, silly.
I hate this. It's so. Ugh. Like, what is the tone here? Also, she's wearing fucking Converse in her superhero outfit. I hate it. Like, what is the tone? Are we supposed to take this seriously? Is this a problem? Or is this just, lol, funny adventure? They switch places when they use their powers. Yes, exactly, Legacy. Oh, right. No. Right. Strong, independent woman of power is our villain. And she probably won't even be the villain at the end of this year.
Okay. I've been wondering, since I've never seen the original Captain Marvel. Does it explain why some Kree are blue and others aren't?
No. Presumably the makeup department got lazy.
Yeah, because I thought wasn't that the plot of the original movie that Carol thought she was a Kree because she lost her memory and she was on their
Yes.
home planet?
Yes.
Even though Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, showed that the Kree were all blue.
Yes.
So now some are blue and some are not.
Yes.
I guess it's fine if you just explain it. Are they two different species, part of the same empire?
Who knows? This one's black though. Like you can see. And you can see in the background too. This guy. Like I guess the makeup department just got lazy. Also, yes, Legacy, that is Ronin's hammer. Or at least a hammer that is similar to but legally distinct from.
Yeah, I guess she's the new accuser.
Yes, she is. And she's going to accuse you. Ooh. And unfortunately, because the internet is the internet, someone somewhere is going step on me, mommy.
Yeah, probably.
We're a team.
Oh, no. We're not a team.
We're not a team.
They're not a team, guys, but they're totally a team. I wanted to fucking talk. Let's fucking talk about this. This is a scene that is going to happen in this movie. Now, if you don't know, you may not know this, Caesar, but Bollywood cinema has actually been on quite the rise lately in America. It has found an audience here, namely because everything we produce is so shit. So they have turned to other sources of media, like Korean dramas are coming in to the fore, really cool. Bollywood, like all these places where the storytelling is still good, and there's actually story and investment in the characters and all that. But Disney has seen this. They see numbers go burr, but they don't really get why the numbers go burr. So they think it's because it's a musical. People are wanting musicals again. So let's just put that in a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, I think they did this for Eternals or something similar. I remember hearing that
I
they
think
tried
so.
to.
Yeah, wasn't one of the Eternals like a Bollywood actor?
Yeah, I think so. God, I forgot about the Eternals. Fucking hell. Well, then again, who remembers it? Oh God. Didn't Eternals establish that that Galactus was just always on Earth, like his head sticking out?
I don't know. The heck is going on with this? Is that her arm?
I think it's a bow staff of some sort.
It's weird though.
It's an alien bow staff.
We're a team. Oh, no. We're not a team.
We're not a team.
We're not a team, guys, but we're totally a team.
Cool. I'm not gonna watch it.
I might. I need to know. I need to know how fucking terrible this is gonna be. This is gonna be the best movie of the year. This is gonna be like one of the best movies of this year. You know how I know? Because everyone else is already like, yeah, I'm gonna go see it because I want to hate watch it. Because I need to see how shitty this can get. Because God, the trailer's already so awful. When did this drop? So 12 days ago. Okay. So 12 days ago, this trailer dropped. And literally the same day or the next day, this article dropped on Rolling Stones. This is by one C.T. Jones. And just
Yes, apparently not having shit taste means you're a misogynist.
yes, Brie Larson's The Marvels already has MCU fanboys in their feelings. Just say you hate women and leave, honestly. Yeah, see, sweetie, I don't hate women. I hate shitty writing. And there is some obvious shitty writing in this movie. On top of that, did you notice something else? Brie Larson was very much not in it. She has a total of about 30 seconds of screen time. They do not want her very closely associated with this movie. And I can only imagine why. Because it's not as if she in the first like week of having fucking this job alienated a decent portion of the fan base, basically killed her movie and guaranteed it wouldn't be as profitable as it would have been had she kept her mouth shut. Also, she has no ass. And as we all know, the rules of Marvel films go if they be ass, if they have the ass, generally they're probably pretty good. Like even the guy who played Black Panther, may he rest in peace, had that ass, but his movie was kind of bad. His movie was bad because, well,
Perhaps it could have been more successful if he was dressed in the black latex leotard she had in the comics.
I mean, sure, perhaps, but she'd still need butt enhancement. Oh yeah. They have turned her like the most evil person I think that exists in the comics. Like straight, she was willing to let the entire Earth blow up for like an insult to her feminism or something. I mean, I remember that. I remember that being something that she did. Surprise, surprise, less than 3 days after Marvel Studios released the first teaser trailer for the upcoming film, The Marvels. Also, she's had some issues with the titling of the film. Why isn't it called not Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2? Who like
Because it's about other Marvels too.
the film and its star Brie Larson are already facing backlash from the misogynistic side of Marvel fandom. In theaters November 10th, The Marvels sees its titular her characters Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Saber Captain Monica Rambeau struggling to figure out what mystery force has them switching bodies and powers
What
uncontrollably.
mysterious force?
Nope, it's mystery.
Yeah, I know. I'm correcting the journalist. I mean, they're not really switching bodies, are they? They're switching places.
I mean, I guess they're switching powers too? I didn't notice them switching powers, but they only had the one sort of scene with them all three using their powers. So maybe, maybe not. While not a direct sequel, The Marvels is the first Marvel film to feature Larson's Carol Danvers as a main character since 2019's Captain Marvel. Yeah, there's a reason for that. The film will also overlap with storylines from the Disney Plus series Miss Marvel, which no one watched, and WandaVision, which was shit, which introduced new viewers to plucky Kamala Khan and Rambeau. But on YouTube, the official upload from Marvel Studios has been hit by over 300,000 dislikes and thousands of copy pasta comments. Oh, I'm sorry I
Example?
put that down now. 1 second. I could probably pull that back up.
By copy pasta, are they just simply repeating a meme?
I guess? I don't know. Oh, right.
What is it?
All the comment, like the comments all the way down are basically he I really loved that part where Captain Rambeau said, "So what are we, some kind of Marvel?"
Yeah, those are usually the type of comments these trailers get.
I mean, rightfully so. It's just sitting there being like, "Yeah, we get it. Here is the message. Listen to the message. The message is all important." 300,000 dislikes in 3 days. That's impressive. YouTube, they must have been quiet about its release. A popular way to spam content and drown out positive replies. Sweetheart, or if the top comment has a bunch of likes on it, that tends to indicate that a lot of people agree with it. And the likes seem to be favoring the comments instead of like, I loved the part when this character said, quote, because it didn't actually happen and it mocks you. They did that with the Peter Pan trailer too.
Yes.
In comparison, Morbius, a superhero film derided by both critics and audience, has only been disliked on YouTube 11,000 times since its trailer was posted a year ago.
Yes. How dare you diss Morbius?
Yeah. Yeah. Because Morbius's trailer is
I'm gonna hunt you down and morb your ass.
like bad, and you know, because Morbius was bad, but not so egregious as to, shove it in our face with how bad it's going to be. Like no one expected Morbius to do well. No one. I would be heavily shocked if anyone thought, you know what will be successful? Morbius. And after its trailer dropped, nobody I didn't see high nor hair of it. I never saw the trailer pop up in any like YouTube ads, any TV ads, like nothing, nowhere. This movie did not get marketed because it was bad. Meanwhile, we all know Disney's thrown their whole marketing budget behind this shit. So this isn't even a worthy comparison. Number one. Number two, we have comments. Captain Feminist and the Patriarchy Stone. The one comment under the Marvels reads, "What a piece of crap." I agree. Marvel/Disney has gone off the deep end once again, says another. It seems Disney is willing to decimate and destroy anything we remember about Marvel Comics just to push their narrative.
I mean, and then you respond, and then the journalist responds by calling them misogynists.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
are you like, So you admit he's right?
Mask off. This isn't Larson's first time dealing with man children for
Okay, but
or
when Bree decided to try to throw shade at 40-year-old white dudes for their opinion on Wrinkle in Time,
yeah.
it's like, yes, why can't white men just take the abuse we fling at them? Take your abuse, bitch. No, then you're a misogynist.
Checks notes. Like literally this is just a fucking mock. Like this isn't even a serious article like by a journalist that has sort of integrity and wants to examine the hatred. Like if they went in and were like, why did the Marvels trailer get so many more dislikes compared to Morbius, a movie that everyone agreed was bad, but they're preemptively saying this was bad? Perhaps there's a reason for that. Well, let's check the marketing bud. Well, let's look at this. Perhaps there is a reason for this. Da 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 da. No, this is y'all don't like a thing that I like. So I'm gonna do a sassy snap. I'm gonna do a snapback. Like literally, that's what this is. This is her gotcha. Like this is her gotcha to all of us. That Brie Larson was contractually obligated to appear in Captain Marvel. Even before Captain Marvel premiered, movie review site Rotten Tomatoes had to update its entire policy in an attempt to prevent angry male fans from review bombing the film before anyone saw it. So we're just admitting that now.
And
I mean, it's not
what
like
makes
they've
you
spent.
think they're all men?
Better question. Wasn't it Disney's like Rotten Tomatoes and everybody else in the media's whole goal to sort of pretend this didn't happen? This wasn't a thing. Like the change didn't happen for her. It happened for like the excuse they made was like it's to more accurately reflect thoughts on the movies. So but now we're just bold-faced admitting, yeah, we didn't want people seeing the bad reviews of Captain Marvel, and so we changed how the site worked. Literally Brie Larson is a real life Mary Sue. The universe and laws literally bend around her to ensure her success. And what's funny is that Mary Sue powers don't work on on everyone, on those that aren't enthralled by them. So we all know she's shit. A 2019 review from Rolling Stone also noted that incels were enraged by Larson's press tour when she pushed for more female inclusion in male-dominated superhero films.
Well, this bitch has no integrity at all. You're just
Rolling
using
Stone citing Rolling Stone.
And not only that, just now you're like I said, she's using fucking name calling now. We're
She is.
misogynist, incels. Like
I told you this was like an article that was basically just her whining.
yeah, like how old is Rolling Stone? Like
oh, dude, it's
decades.
It's several decades. Like it's
I mean, you're
I
better.
think it got founded in the 60s.
Yeah, this person's better off writing for Polygon or Cracked. Well, then again, this person probably
that's
has
something that.
Actually, maybe this person has already written for them. What were you gonna say?
So in celebratory news, BuzzFeed has gone the way of the dinosaur.
Yes, I know.
BuzzFeed is dead, everyone. Hallelujah. We need to roll out the carts and sing Ding Dong, the witch is dead. There will be great rejoicing when CNN goes the same way, but
Yes.
And personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Fox go that way either, but you know.
Well, it would be funny though if since Fox News has always been the big punching bag for decades, it would be funny if they're like the last men standing before they finally go under.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Fox News going under, but first I want them to outlive outlive their competitors.
In a 29, I'm still just blown away by the fact that she's citing Rolling Stone.
We're a very yes, this journalist is a very or fuck, I don't know where I was going with that joke. Shit.
So seeing Larson back on the big screen undeterred, it has seemingly pushed some buttons. Add in the Starflower from Paris and Villani, who no one knows. So yeah, star power. I don't even know who these people are. Whose characters are vocal about how their black and Pakistani American identities intertwine with their superhero lives. The Marvels was the target of less than savory Marvel fans from the moment it was announced.
Wait.
Or
Okay.
we could all just be sick of the race peddling, men are evil, men are evil, white people are evil. Well, America is sexist and racist and horrible to live here.
No, ever stop to think that maybe some people critical about Miss Marvel are actually Indian, since Indians and Pakistanis fucking hate each other.
Yeah. Whiny pushback. Heck. Whiny pushback. This woman is not self-aware at all. Hasn't prevented some fans from looking forward to Larson's upcoming film. I know I am. I cannot wait for this to come out. Bomb and bomb, because it's so garbage, and everyone everyone that has two brain cells to rub again together and isn't an absolute Disney shill knows this is gonna be shit. And we're just sitting here waiting for that bomb to drop, and then we'll all pick it up and be like, yeah. I need, out of morbid curiosity, once the bomb has dropped and the remain all there are, we can pick through the remains. We could just be like, yeah, this was shit, and it's hilarious. But also, whiny pushback is ironic coming from this author. The Marvel's teaser trailer has been viewed 13 million times and currently at number 2 on the video trending on YouTube. Yeah, that's not anything to be proud of. YouTube moderates their trending. It's not organic to end up trending on YouTube anymore. You have to be like a major news organization, corporately sponsored, or one of the big guys, one of the big guns. Like guaranteed, you put a video out, it makes 4 to 5 million views on its first day. Maybe that will give MCU fanboys something more concrete to cry over.
Define fanboy.
Yeah.
Honestly, just nope. I don't hate women either. I just have good taste.
Yeah, the future is looking bright for Disney in the coming year. Or I would say that Disney is going to post major losses for its projects because the Acolyte is not going to go anywhere. Ahsoka will be successful, well, guaranteed. Andor has found its audience, and I think that will keep it on the air. And then anything to do with Mandalorian, especially after the finale, is probably not going to be successful. Well, there's been a huge drop in audience for that movie, for that series. So Star Wars is basically dead. And they just announced a new 3-movie trilogy with Rey at the helm. With Rey at the helm, that's not going to that's for the first that's guaranteed to basically bomb at the box office. There's no way anything involving that could be successful. And then there's the Marvels. And we've all seen how Quantumania bombed at the box office. And there's been multiple delays and reshoots for the Marvels. So this is already guaranteed to be a bad movie.
Yes, happy 100th anniversary, Disney.
Yep. Also, Congress, fuck you. You put forever copyright protection on Mickey fucking Mouse.
Oh, Mickey's no longer public domain.
Mickey is no longer public domain. He was never going to be. Like, the moment his copyright expired, Congress basically said, he's going to be one of those safe characters that can't be, that Disney will always have the copyright for.
Yeah, let him have him, I guess.
But here's the problem. And this is something I think a lot of people have pointed out about copyright law, is the lifetime of the creator is enough. The lifetime of a creator is enough. And I would say that once the creator dies, their work should enter the public domain. That way, people can use it, or elements of it, or the world, or what have you, to tell their own stories. Because you got to wonder, like, how many things go into the public domain and stay, like, we can't really sample songs. You can't do that. Like, because of copyright, a lot of creative endeavors have to twist everything around to try and make it so they don't get claimed. But that was actually all we had today. So, thank you, Legacy and Jay Hees, for popping into the chat. And we do pay attention, so if y'all ever want to come chat with me, I stream basically every day except Saturday, which might change in the future. Who knows? But I stream every day. Hey, I'm always looking at the chat, talking to people. Caesar's channel is linked in the description below. He's put out a video recently that I 100% enjoyed, and I'm not even a Sonic fan.
Hey.
So check that out. Well, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been better about monitoring comments and responding to them, so, and likes do help me out. So thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.